Today we will discuss about how to filter Excel. See column. So now we will filter out the employees whose salary is greater than 10,000, and we need to write it in the sheet 2 by using UiPath. So let us go to the studio and first take the activity as a Excel. Use Excel file and here provide the Excel path. Next you need to provide the read range activity. So just type it here, read range. We need to provide the range. So click on this plus symbol. So when you place on mouse here on Excel, so it will show you the sheet 1, sheet 2 and custom input. When you click on this custom input, so here we have the choice depending upon the type of the Excel. If it is a table or pure table or if it is a range, in order to provide a range in order to read a particular two rows or three rows like that if you want to read. So you need to mention the range. What is the range you need to read? Otherwise, if you want to read the entire sheet data, so click on sheet and here select the sheet. So here I am selecting the sheet. So I need to read the entire data on the sheet 1. So I am selecting the sheet 1. Click on save. So I need to store this, whatever the data I read from Excel into the data table so that I am creating a data table. So the name of the data table I am giving employee details. Next activity, again I am using one more read range activity. So here also the range I am providing. I am selecting the sheet 1. So here I need to create the variable in order to store the data. So here I am creating the variable as a result. The data which is there in sheet 1, it will be stored in employee details and result. Next I am using the activity clear data table. Clear data table activity. So the use of this clear data table activity is in order to clear the data. So I am clearing the data in the result variable. So that one we have a one data table with an empty data table. That is the result data table we have. And next activity I am using the for each. For each activity I am using. So the data table here I am reading from employee details. So the item I am giving it is in a row. We are storing in row. And the body of this one here I am writing a I am using a if condition, if activity. So here I am writing a condition to the scene by using scene function. Scene brackets row, opening the brackets and with the double quotes So I'm writing a condition to this employee salary column. So please copy the employee name, the column name from here. So next, this is the data table one. So in order to convert into the string, so you need to use the string function. So that is dot string and string, it is greater than 10,000. So here I am written a condition is if the employee salary is greater than 10,000, then I am adding activity is a add data row the array. Array we are going to write the array is the brackets double quotes. We need to mention the column names from the Excel file. This is the one column name. So after that one comma and again row brackets with double quotes. We need to provide the next column name. So we have defined the column names. So this must be in flower brackets. Next, we need to use here the data table is a result one. So after that one, we have to use an Excel activity in order to return the data back to Excel. So we have to use the right data table to Excel. What to write? In order to write the whatever the data it is stored in result and the destination it is in sheet 2. So this exclude headers is if we select on this one, then it will be not add the headers. If you unselect on this one, it will add the headers. So this is the process. Let us see once again. So in order to read the data from Excel sheet 1 and in sheet 2, I need to paste the data in sheet 2. Whatever the employee salaries, if it is greater than 10,000, then I need to write into the sheet 2. So that is the condition. So for that one, I taken a one data table, one Excel. I'm using an Excel file. So the first activity I use a read range activity. So here I store the data in employee details, and next again I used another read range activity, and it is stored in result data table. So next I use the clear data table activity. This one I used to clear the whatever the data it is stored in a result data table so that I can get a data table. I have the data table, I can use that one. Now I am checking, I am using the for each row in data table activity. In order to read the employee details, I am reading the employee details in each row. I am checking the condition. With the condition, if the employee salary is greater than 10,000, then I am adding a each row to the result data table and it is stored into the result data table. So after that one, we are writing back to the Excel, into the sheet. So this is the entire process. So let us close the Excel file and save the process. Click on that. So it completed. So whatever the data it is from the sheet two, so it read depending upon based upon our condition, the employee salary is greater than 10,000. So these are the three employees we have. So it returned sheet.